Hey LaDonna, how you been?
Hey, hey, I'm hanging on in here.
Right? I know, same here. You just got to keep going, right?
Amen. Amen. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And I was gonna ask you, where are you located at?
So, I'm in Birmingham City.
Okay. And
hmm
is that considered like Alabama or is that something else?
Yes, yes, I'm so sorry. Yes, so I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I teach for Birmingham City Schools.
Okay.
I teach elementary music in the public school system.
Okay. Wow. That's great. And so,
Mm.
did you want to share? Because I know you said that you mentioned that you help with special needs children, right? With teaching them music.
Yes, yes. So I do have special needs students that are a part of the general music classroom. And so, yeah, we see them from the whole spectrum.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what would you say that is their main instrument that they like to use?
Well, we do rhythm sticks sometimes, and we do also sometimes do boom whackers. So those are the two instruments that we normally would use in the music room. We also sometimes use the eggs, the shakers.
Okay. Is that
But
like Macarenas, right? The is that what it's?
yeah, it's kind of like a Macarena, but it doesn't have the stick. So it's like
Oh,
just egg shape and you can just shake it.
oh, okay. That's something new.
Mhm.
That's interesting. And
But we sing a lot and we dance a lot.
okay. And how would you say that they do pretty good with the catching on to music? Because I know my son, he has a hard time catching up catching on to music. I mean, he likes music, but I don't think he's like in that area right now to where he can actually like do the rhythm and stuff like that. I mean, he's working on it, but takes a while.
So I don't normally have issues with the students not being able to just kind of fall in with the rest of the students. I try not to like point them out and make them, feel different. So I always, treat them the same. And my babies, they love to come and give me hugs. And so they're always very sweet and loving and, you know, so I give them that love. But when it comes to us doing activities, when it's time to dance, they up dancing. When
That's
it's time to get an instrument, they've got the instrument. And, unless it's like a danger or something where they, can't use it or they might hurt somebody or somebody might, hurt them, then, we don't use them. But yeah, I know I don't normally have problems.
yeah, that's great. That's good that you do that. And what would you say is like your proudest moment with your students or student? Like,
So my proudest moment is when I see my students perform after we've practiced for a while the actual performance piece. Um, I've had one student. I When I first started teaching, I was her um, student teacher.
okay.
And later on in life, like she grew up and, started working, and we came around to each other again in life and began to sing in the same gospel group together.
Oh wow.
So I thought that was an amazing, experience, just that 360 and being able to see her progress and continue with music. I love to see my students still participating with music in any way, even after school.
Exactly. No, that's great. Yeah. And so what grade do you teach, you said? Did you mention a grade? I'm not
So
sure if you
I have kinder through fifth grade currently at the school that I teach at. But at that time, I was student teaching at a middle school.
okay.
hmm
And
So
would you say
I've
like
been
it's different?
teaching for 11 years now.
Oh wow.
So some of my babies that were babies aren't babies anymore.
Yeah, big grow, right?
They grow, yes. And so I love to see that, they continue to follow those passions.
hmm That's great. What would you say is like the easier one? I know that you said you do elementary and also middle school. What would you say was the easier like
Ooh, elementary is definitely easier for me Now, that answer is definitely different for different people. It just depends on the person, but I really enjoy working with the little ones. I feel that the respect factor is more present
Yeah.
with the younger ones as opposed to when they get a little older. They think they grown, they have, more attitude.
Oh, yes.
Hormones are changing things and starting to like boys and girls and stuff like that. So yeah, things start to change once middle school hits. Puberty starts to kick in.
Oh, yes. Or the plan. Yeah. Yeah. Like test our waters, right?
Hmm.
No, that's great though. I mean, I'm glad you do that and you help with, with everyone that's, like the special needs and all disabilities. I think that's great that you are able to do all that. That's great. And
And I really feel like my students with the disabilities, they enjoy my class because music is universal.
yeah,
So even my students that are nonverbal are able to, participate and have fun and still, be able to function in the music room. My EL learners as well, the ones who can't speak English,
oh,
they
okay.
thrive in music because we're learning, you know, even words
Mhm.
when they tell you to do certain things, and they're seeing the visual, they're hearing the words.
Mhm.
So it definitely helps.
Yes, that is true. And also they say music is very soothing to special needs, the children,
Mhm.
whatnot. Do you do like Mozart and stuff like that? Do you sing like
So
have
it's a
that kind of
mixture. It's a mixture of classical. I really try to expose them to all types of genres because um, some kids, they only listen to one specific genre on the radio, and that's whatever their parents like.
that's true.
But you know I try to give them that exposure outside of the norm. So we'll sometimes listen to country,
Mm,
we'll listen to gospel, we'll listen to reggae, Latin,
yeah.
hip hop. Like, we listen to it all. J-pop, I really like K-pop and J-pop.
Wow.
Like, I'm a huge anime fan, so that's another way that I can also relate with my students, because they also like to watch anime. And so, I just try to put it all out there and at least give them a taste of something that's a little different from what they're used to.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, that's good that you expose them to all that. Especially since I know that they probably don't, like in their families, like you said, their families sometimes listen to certain things, and so they don't actually get a chance to
The
hear
other
what's different.
stuff.
Yeah, so it's probably they probably like, wow, what is this? I actually like it.
Yeah, exactly. I put some French rap on for them.
Oh
They
wow.
said they wanted to hear some hip hop, and I was like, "Okay, I got some hip hop for you." And like, "Oh, this is good." Like,
Yeah,
what they talking about? It sounds good, like, but we
yeah.
liked it.
Wow.
So, you just try something different, broaden their horizons.
No, that's cool. That's great. And would you also like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes.
Let them know what you're all.
So, hey, everybody. My name is LaDonna Taylor. Um, I graduated from Alabama State University with a degree in music education, music performance. I'm currently in my 11th year of teaching music education. And I also work in the financial sector. So if anybody needs any assistance as far as credit repair, or they need life insurance, I help with life insurance policies. Um, I also do high yield savings accounts. So if anyone is interested in developing a savings account with any particular goals, maybe you want to put down the down payment for your first home, we can help you get started in that saving process. Um, if you're trying to get a college savings, together for your child, we assist with that. Also, if you're interested in starting your own business, we assist people with getting a LLC put in place,
Wow.
um, and business funding if that's something that you need. So definitely holler at me if you need any of those things.
Oh, that's great. Wow, you do a lot. It's a lot
Yes.
in there.
My last thing, I'm also a gospel music artist. So you can check me out on YouTube. I have two singles out. One is called Look Up, and the other is called Know God for Yourself. And you should be able to find me under LaDonna Taylor and the title of those songs.
Okay, great. Yeah, because also I'll include all that into the description also. Your bio, if you want to like write out a bio and also include your links and I'll put all that in there.
Definitely,
So everyone can look
definitely
for you,
appreciate that.
keep up with you.
Thank you.
And then
I also have two little ones.
oh you do? Oh,
Um, yes. So my daughter, she's 16 months,
mhm.
and my son is 13.
Good little
I
gap
got
there, huh?
a big gap, but we're done. She's it.
Yeah, normally the last one is like, okay, we're done. Yeah, that's enough.
Yep. We're definitely done. She almost took me out.
Yeah. Wow. And how they get along? Did they get along pretty good?
They get along excellent. Oh, every time she sees her brother, she lights up.
That's
She
great.
loves Big Brother. She'll run into his room and be like, "Hey, come pick me up. Pay me some attention."
Yeah, no, I think age gaps are actually pretty good because
Yeah,
my two are my oldest and my youngest, they're 6 years apart. And I think that it helps out a lot, I think, because once the older one kind of understands more of how to like, take care of the younger one, and they
mhm,
also more mature. And
definitely.
I think it helps. I mean, does he help out a lot? Which
He
is
helps out some.
well, he's a boy. So
And I try not to lean on him too hard because he is a kid and he is, still living his life,
yeah,
So he helps out some though. He has his chores and I try to stay on him about his grades.
yeah. Well, you're a teacher, so
You better keep his grades up.
exactly right.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
But
great.
yeah, he helps me. He does. I appreciate him.
That's good. I'm glad that you guys are all, working it out.
My son, he also has a little cameo in my look up video. So
Oh, does he?
yeah, midway through, you can see him in there.
Okay. Does he sing?
He does sing.
Oh, wow,
He
okay.
does sing. I said I got to do a recording with a song with him.
Mhm.
But last year he sang in all state choir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we're planning on him doing the same this year. He's just got to go through the audition process.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. It's amazing. Especially when you can get the voices, get them actually singing and everything. It's like it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Did you do
ma'am.
singing classes? Did I
I do voice lessons. So if you are in the Alabama area or even outside of the Alabama area, we can do it via Zoom. But I do teach voice lessons after school.
that's great. And so what would you say is like your favorite like song or music to sing?
Oh my gosh. I love to sing almost everything. Like I started singing in Japanese in third grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the anime, all of the theme songs are in Japanese. So I started singing Japanese in the third grade. Whitney Houston was my all-time idol. I
Mhm.
looked up to her since I was like 3 years old. I was like, yeah, I want to be just like her when I grow up. And, I've always been a part of different talent shows and um, I've done American Idol, I've done The Voice, I've done um, what's the other one? American Idol, The Voice. I have not done America's Got Talent yet,
Okay.
but yeah, I try to, put myself on out there. I am an award-winning artist. I've won Female Gospel Artist of the Year for 2019 and 2020 for the Alabama Music Award Show.
Wow,
So, yeah, yeah,
that's
I
great.
do my thing.
You actually been on the American Got Talent, or not? I know you said American Got Talent, but you've been on those shows. You've actually been
So
on.
I did not pass the initial uh, interview, the
Oh,
initial audition phase. So no, I didn't make it to the show.
oh. But at least you
I,
tried.
I did try, and I'm never gonna give up.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Wow, that's great.
yeah, that's one of my superpowers. I keep going.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Like, especially with kids that have special needs or an autism, everyone has their own little superpower, their own little quirks, their own little thing, that makes them special. So,
Hmm.
and I'm sure
I,
that you see that a lot when you're kids too, right? That you work with, with special needs,
I do.
their little superpowers coming out.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's
But they
great.
are a blessing. They are a blessing.
Yeah, they're fun. All right, well, that's great. Well, it's great having you as a guest, and I appreciate you sharing everything and about your life and about, how you help the special needs community. I think that's awesome that you help get their little music talents out.
And thank you. I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm sure we can probably talk soon again. You're
Definitely.
welcome to
I'm
come
here.
back. Yeah, we can always talk about something else. There's always so much to talk about.
Yes, ma'am. Anytime.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.